To me, it's simple. I don't hate you, but you're not going to come over here and act like that shit's just normal. That life can function if everybody functioned the way you do. You're not going to convince me of that. You can't. Science is working against you. Procreation is working against you. That's not from a hateful place. That just is what it is. Right? But what Christians do is they get into Leviticus. They get into all this shit. And they start wanting to, and this, now, mind you, Leviticus is the Old Testament. This is the Testament, or the chapter, or I would say the Testament. The Testament in the Bible that Christians just do away with. Until they ready to use it against some motherfucker, don't they? Christians do away with the Old Testament. They will tell you that because Jesus Christ came, what he did was take the Old Testament, God, the Old Testament rules, and he did away with that. Because now there's forgiveness and, you know, everything's cool. Until they're ready to go in about homosexuality. Until they're ready to go in on their imagined arch enemy, the devil, Lucifer. Now, to me, if you assign yourself to a symbol, whatever that is, people going to judge you for applying yourself or applying that symbol to you. This is my symbol right here. There were people that will argue that this is demonic. You see what I'm saying? That being pro-black is negative and possibly punishable by you going to hell because you don't love everybody. You don't love everybody. They ain't really giving a fuck about everybody. You caring about your own. So this symbol, to many of us, in particularly Christians, black Christians, this symbol is problematic. Ain't no horns, no red, no nothing. Just knowing that motherfuckers like this. That's problematic. So to me, it's just the symbolism. You decide to, you know, put yourself into this, apply yourself or apply this imaginary evil symbol to yourself, then something might be wrong with you. But to me, he's just a big ass troll. And a big gay ass troll at that. Them some of the worst motherfucking trolls. Right? But watching what Christians did to him. Why they go down to the buffet and eat all the shrimp they want. Now again, this is in the Old Testament. You ain't supposed to be eating shrimp like that. Them bottom feeders that y'all eat, whether it's pork, shrimp, the crab. Y'all love y'all some fucking crab legs. In the name of Jesus, dip it in that butter, right? Amen, right? Y'all will do that. And it's cool. You're not casting yourself to hell over it or nothing like that. But this bitch ass inflammatory hoe ass little nigga come out here. And now he going to hell for this. But you eating all the crab legs you want. You love you some shrimp. Don't make no sense. You ignore the Old Testament until you want to eat. This is one of the main times I see Christian folk ignoring the Bible. Is when it's time to eat. Huh? Black folk gonna eat. They don't give a damn what you're talking about. They don't give a damn what the Bible said. God said don't put that shit. They're like, nah, we ain't that part. He mean that. That shit good as hell, ain't it? Ain't it good? He mean that. He was just saying some shit right there. He wasn't really, because then with Jesus and I ask for forgiveness every time I eat shrimp. No, you don't. You lying motherfucker. You don't do it. Whenever you decide you want to have you some premarital sex, you don't look to the Old Testament to let them motherfuckers tell you about some fornication. Oh, he didn't mean that. He made pussy. And he was kidding when he said that shit. There's no way he made pussy and then told me I got to wait. Like he wasn't serious about that shit. We gon' get married at some point, but he told your motherfucking horny ass not to be in no pussy. He didn't tell him how good it was. He didn't talk about how the shrimp was cooked. He didn't talk about how to dip the crab legs in there to make it okay. He didn't say nothing. It's wet. Oh, we know it's wet. I done been there before. I know. It's wet as fuck. But he told you to stay up out of that, didn't he? You don't care about that. You're not casting yourself to hell for that. But homosexuals and any type of devil play, then it's a problem. Oh, you going to hell. Huh? Y'all Christian folk got to come out here and quit being such motherfucking hypocrites. And you will see all these people casting him off per their religion. The devil is Jesus' homeboy. Really. If you look at their relationship, I mean, it's a dynamic that they want you to ignore in the Bible. These motherfuckers gotta be homies. Great homies. Because we understand Lucifer was the angel of music, right? At one point. He was up there hanging out, angel of music. Got a little bit too big for his britches. That's what we say these days, right? Tried the big homie. Big homie cast him into the lake of fire, right? And now they play a game for souls. And you watch Christians try to put this game out here, like the game for souls is something that's really, they're keeping tallies with this shit. Like they homies. You gotta know they homies. If they weren't cool, then God would do away with the devil just like that. Wouldn't he? I mean, if they ain't tight like that, he would do away with that motherfucker. Since he's done away with the entire human population. I would argue that he loved the devil more than he loved y'all. Ain't that crazy? In the Bible, God killed every goddamn body. He got fed up. He said, you know what? I'm tired of these motherfuckers. I'm going to flood them. I'm going to watch them drown. I'm going to drown all the animals. Noah, you cool. Bring about 4 or 5 of your people and put all the animals on the boat or whatever. We're going to do that. We're going to put them in a boat or whatever. And I imagine Noah might have been like, yo, God, at some point, people going to ask how the fuck do we make this shit work? And God was like, it's me. Like, what can you do, right? It's me. Like, what the fuck you talking about? Like, what? Noah, look, I don't have the time that it took to create the world again. It took a whole 7 days. Like, who has time for that? So I'm going to flood the whole world for 40 days, kill every goddamn body. You get to watch them drown and all that shit. We're going to put all the animals on the boat, and don't you worry about it. I work in mysterious ways, nigga. You know this. And if you don't know, now you know, right? This motherfucker killed all the human beings on the planet. Some would argue just far less evil than the devil. He let the devil live. They homies. Oh yeah, they homies. Yeah. They gotta be homies. I mean, if you really look at it, these motherfuckers gotta be tight. But you got these Christians out here who talk about Satanism and devil worship, and I understand it's some negative shit or whatever. I think the worshiping anybody to me is problematic, but okay, they on his head about that. He going to hell for that. He disrespecting my God, but you don't talk about how you disrespect your God by busting that pussy wide open on the weekends, don't you? Don't you bust it wide open on the weekends? You don't talk about how disrespectful that is to your God, even though he told you not to do it. You'll say that's in the Old Testament. Don't bother you. Because Jesus come to save your whole ass, right? It's the hypocrisy. I watch black people engage in this hypocrisy all the time. All the time. Now, when I was a Christian, again, I could make it make sense to myself. Oh, he working mysterious ways. Man, you gotta worry about this shit. That's God. What the fuck you questioning God? Like, that's the big homie. You don't question the big homie. But I got a lot of questions, right? And I couldn't do anything with those questions. And then I decided to myself, if that motherfucker really did make me, then he made me like this. So he must have wanted to be challenged. Maybe that's the same reason he made the motherfucking devil. Maybe he knew he was going to challenge me. How you know everything, but you didn't know this motherfucker was going to challenge you one day? You thought he was going to play the goddamn trumpet, goddamn do the choir director? You thought he was going to do that for eternity? No, how come you didn't see it coming, God? You supposed to see it coming. You saw me coming. How you do that? Make a special place for him, kill all of us. He the one fucked up. He don't burn in hell. I do. Because apparently he chilling in hell. I mean, he got this, cold suit on down there. The heat don't really bother him. Right? He don't bother him. I'm the one burning. And you gonna tell me, and I'm supposed to make it logical, that Lil Nas X making this video, right? Him being a homosexual, so he's blaspheming full blown, like, it's a full-blown problem. Him, Hitler, slave masters, racist. I tell a lie, I'm in there next to them. I couldn't make that make sense even when I was a Christian. It makes even less sense to me now. Then I actually got the bravery to question this shit. How the fuck do I tell a lie and I end up in the same place with the rapist? That's if you're even mad at rapists. I don't really know. He don't really come against rape too hard in his words. Even the words in red, like, even what Jesus said, he wasn't like, yo, stay, I know it's made good, but stop taking it, God damn it, stop. Stop. Stop taking it. It makes no sense. You going to hell, right? Didn't do that directly. Pedophiles, they really, they'll get it. They'll put 2 and 2 together, right? I couldn't make sense of this. I'm in the same hell with all these motherfuckers. And the worst thing I did was question you? Like, what? Shit was looking shaky. I ain't seen your motherfucking ass. You know I ain't seen your ass. You know you ain't came out here and showed everybody what the fuck is up. I go to hell for not clarifying or, saying that Jesus Christ my Lord and Savior, through him I get to you. And this middleman shit, like, I don't fuck with all that. I question that. And because I question that, I end up right down there with the motherfucking murderers and rapists and shit. Again, that's assuming rapists even go. Homosexuals go straight to hell. Full blown. Lil Nas X, for this imagery, he going straight to hell. He dancing with the devil. Y'all don't think the devil and God get together and be dapping it up and shit? Chilling. Chalking it up, looking at the score. Like, nigga, I'm winning. Like, what the fuck you talking about? I don't know what you thought this was. You thought that you sent me to hell. You had these motherfuckers paint me as this red nigga with the horns. You thought you was gonna win. But you forgot you made pussy, didn't you? You forgot all about that. And you ain't gonna keep them out of pussy. Like, stop fucking playing. Like, you think they gonna, like, man, stop. I'm winning, nigga. Like, what you talking about? I'm winning. You forgot? You made pussy. And then you told them not to get it. And they still doing it. They don't give a fuck whether I'm here down here waiting on their ass or not. No one cares. That shrimp with the sauce, you made all that. They don't give a fuck what you talking about. You don't think they chop it up? Look at the score. See who winning, who not winning. And Christians get on a fucking high horse. No matter how hypocritical the book is. And I imagine it's because the book is that hypocritical, they have no choice but to go in that design because they model their life after that book. So I don't even blame Christians for being hypocritical. Because they're modeling their entire life off of a book that is ripe with hypocrisy. Ripe with it. I can't even blame them. If I model my entire life after this book, by default, I'm going to be a hypocrite. I don't have a choice. Because I'm saying I get to do whatever I want. Ask Jesus for forgiveness. He got me. He going to look out. And I can ask for forgiveness over and over again. Sodomy. Little known secret right here. Sodomy includes head. Look at niggas right now. Niggas might have grabbed their chest like, wait a minute, I thought that was just... No, sodomy includes oral. Well, grab your chest, don't it? Don't it make you want to grab your chest? They got you questioning like, damn, maybe I will just go to hell then. I don't think I'm worried about it now. Because if that's going to get me there... If that's going to get me there, then I'm willing to take them chances, right? Sodomy involves oral too, y'all. I'm sorry if you didn't know. Ask for forgiveness. I heard he look out like that. I don't know what to tell y'all. Ask for forgiveness. It's in there though. You can look up the definition yourself. So, he burned down, Sodom and Gomorrah, he burned down 2 cities because they was practicing sodomy. Was one of the things that he was like, you know what, I'm tired of this shit. I'm gonna wipe these two motherfucking places off the map. I'm tired. Sodomy. This is the charge. This is what Christians charge homosexuals with. Sodomy. But even if you married, sodomy is still sodomy. So even let's say we get past the adultery, the fornication part. Let's say you get married first. Let's say you waited, right? Let's say you waited. You still can't be in there giving head. Even to your husband. According to your good book, you want somebody equally yoked? You ain't even supposed to be giving head because that's sodomy. He fucked up a whole city over this. Wipe out the map. You go there now, you still can't see it to this day. That's what they say. I don't believe that shit. I don't think no one was ever really there. But you ain't supposed to be doing that. Yeah. It's in the book. Now, I don't live by the book, but it's in the book. And if you're going to come out here and be judging people based on the book, you need to be living by the book first. Another one of the issues I had when I was up in the church and being Christian and carrying on, it was not many people actually living by the book. Because the book, you live by the book, it's boring. You're going to be bored as fuck. You're going to be bored. It is what it is. You're going to be bored as fuck trying to live by this book. But watching Christians have these issues, sending him to hell. And it was these black celebrities and entertainers and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? We see y'all doing wild shit every week. Now, I'm not in agreement with the motherfucking video. Again, the video looks rebukable. If that's even a word. The video looks rebukable. But y'all Christians, y'all don't get to say anything. Y'all, I don't feel as though Christians get to talk too much shit. You don't get to say anything. You can say you disagree. You can say this shit's inflammatory. You can say you don't fuck with it. But hell? Hell, really? Okay. Y'all's God told y'all not to be even involved in worldly things. He told y'all not to be involved in worldly shit. Old Town Road, that was worldly. Y'all wasn't mad at him then. Don't come be mad at him now. I even seen some renditions of Old Town Road. People was remixing them and making them church songs. Now y'all mad? It's some satanic shit. But since Satan ain't really real, it's there's that. You know what I'm saying? To me, there's that big thing. The devil ain't real though. You can't really worship something that ain't real. That's created in the minds of man. Same as your God. I used to get real mad when I felt like somebody was blaspheming God. Back when I was a Christian. I had a conviction in me, that motherfucker blaspheming God? The fuck? Because I was one of them type Christians. I still cussed and shit. I made that logical to myself. Well, I can cuss. He didn't say nothing about cussing. He actually did. You ain't supposed to be using words like that. Right? But I made it logical to myself because that's what Christians do. That's what we all do. We make it make sense. Kirk Franklin cussed his child out and you had Christians. A man of God using that language? It's what? Who the fuck do y'all think y'all are? Why are y'all lying? I get so tired of everybody lying. That shit bothers me. Is Lil Nas X trash? Yes. He is trash. But you can't send him to hell. Ain't nobody there anyway. It's not even a real place. So of course, anybody will laugh at you. If they got a sense enough about themselves, they're going to laugh at you. I done been sent to hell so many times on here talking about, just talking about religion. Motherfuckers sending me to hell and all this stupid ass shit. I laugh. As I'm sure Lil Nas X is laughing like, they mad. They mad as fuck. Right? It's funny. It becomes comical. Once you take the fear away, people start to look funny to you even saying it. They look dumb. You going to hell, projecting their fear of hell onto you. Like, motherfucker, I would argue with you right now. I would argue that this encounter that I'm having with you is hell. It's a little piece of hell. Yeah. You can say that I'm in hell right now. Because you here. You could argue that. Be a better argument. Tell me where I'm going later now. Tell me where I'm at right now. That's more powerful to me. Motherfucker, I would say that I'm in hell now. Because you getting on my goddamn nerves. I can imagine if hell's supposed to be shit that they say it could be, a place where you go and shit that fuck with you. You just have to go through like almost on a loop. That's your hell. Dumb motherfuckers. So even if I was in hell, there'd be a whole bunch of Christians down there telling me that I'm going to hell. That'd be my hell. Right there. Like, motherfucker, what you talking about? You dumb. You're not using your common sense. You're using fear and fear mongering. That's what you're doing. Y'all chalk everything up as free motherfucking will. And that's how you're able to take away the logic from the situation. If God had a problem, he would just wipe motherfuckers out. You know, people say talk about the end of days. It should be another flood or something, right? Y'all acting like this after he gave his only begotten son? After he did some magical shit with some pussy. Like, I don't know, like... And poor Joseph, he just had to carry the L. Y'all would call him a simp. I think Joseph might have been the original simp. I don't know. I don't know how Joseph would have worked. Like, nigga, I'm pregnant. You like, by who? God hit this shit, nigga. Like, don't be mad. I love only you. But God hit this shit. So, you know what I'm saying? What could I have done? And I don't think back then, I don't think they would have called that rape or nothing. I think it would have just been cool. Like, what if Mary didn't really want it? You know, these days, Me Too would be on guys' ass like, yo, nobody told you to come do this shit, bruh. You have to get consent. Me Too would be on his head. Yeah. Like, how you just taking pussy because you got it? You just get to take it? Like, I don't know. But this is the type of shit we let ride. These type of stories we let ride. And it's all chunked under this umbrella of Christianity. You see Christians out here all the time opening their fucking mouth, having shit to say because they have so much faith in God. So much faith that they get to send people to hell and everything. They get to do anything. Anything they want to do. They get to do anything they want to do. You didn't see them do it, so they get to tell you that you're going to hell because they saw you doing something. Or maybe witnessed you doing something. Or you said you're doing something. Or an inflammatory video like this one Lil Nas X got. And they keep talking about we living in the last days. Because of shit like this. I just saw y'all's boy Joe Biden pass a bill. Now, a lot of women support homosexuality. They just couldn't deal with the visual that Lil Nas X had going on because they all love the Lord. Right? Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all what Joe Biden doing to y'all. These y'all women went out here to vote for this bitch ass motherfucker in droves. Let me show y'all this real quick. This is me a little... Can y'all read that? It look backwards to me. I don't know whether y'all can see it right. I'll read it out. President Biden issues proclamation acknowledging March 31st as Transgender Day of Visibility. Now, some of y'all understand it. March is supposed to be Women International Day or month or some shit like that, right? For the women. March 31st is now Transgender Day of Visibility. Now, typically black women support homosexuality. They got their gay friends and all this shit like that. Right? Even though word on the streets is that black people just hate homosexuals. We always being bigoted towards them. We always hating them and shit like that. Black women love homosexuals. They'll defend them. Right? My issue in this particular situation is that as transgenders are coming through here to replace women, because in their fucked up ass insane minds, they feel as though they have a specific case to replace women, naturally born women, right? Homosexuals support transgenders. All those letters support each other. L, G, B, T, and Q. And whatever else they add, they all support each other. So, if you have transgenders out here coming to replace you, right? Homosexuals supporting the transgenders, how could you continue to support homosexuality? They are arguing with you, and you was their friend. You been their motherfucking friend. They're telling you now that transgenders deserve to be called women right along with you. And you been their friend. This blatant disrespect that I'm seeing happen to women all over the motherfucking nation, but only for purposes of right now, I'm only going to talk about black women. This blatant disrespect that you're getting, not only from this administration, because we understood that they was going to disrespect you before you knew they was going to disrespect you. The blatant disrespect that you get from transgenders, transgender apologists, transgender sympathizers, the blatant disrespect that you're getting, and many black women will continue to clap this shit up. Continue to clap up the disrespect, clap up their demise, clap up them being minimized in every way possible in this society. You're applauding for it. You being disrespected, but you're applauding for it. It doesn't make any sense. Now, if a black man comes out here and disrespect y'all, y'all start quoting Malcolm X. The black woman is the most disrespected woman on the whole planet. But when transgender and homosexuals disrespect you, you clap. I would argue that y'all need to keep the same energy. Matter of fact, you need to shift a whole lot of that energy because y'all ain't paying attention. Y'all not paying attention. And because you're not paying attention, these motherfuckers are running amok. Because you're talking about, yes, live in your truth. Well, their truth is that they are a woman just like you. They can't live in their truth. You cannot command them to live in their truth. That's not a truth. That's a delusion. Now, I'm not going to stand idly by while they turn this delusion into a normalcy. I'm not going to do it. That doesn't mean we're not going to go out here and boycott or nothing like that. But I'm not going to go along with it. See, a lot of times what we don't understand about what we think protesting is. Now, we understand a lot of times people think protesting is holding up signs and shit. A lot of times just not going along with society, that's civil disobedience. That's a big, big way to protest. I'm not doing it. I don't care what you're talking about. I don't care what Biden them talking about. I don't care what nobody talking about. I'm not doing it. I don't care what society talking about. That's protesting. I ain't got to hold up no signs. I'm just not going to do it. Because I see what's happening to black women. I see what's happening to what being a woman is in this society. We already had Michelle Obama come out here in disrespect by, acknowledging Dwayne Wade's son as a woman during this Women's Month. And at the end of it, you have Joe Biden claiming during Women's Month, Women's Awareness or Woman Appreciation Month, that March 31st is Transgender Day of Visibility. The disrespect. But see, that's not a crime punishable by hell. I'd rather see y'all more mad that they're trying to replace you as women than y'all mad because Lil Nas X made this little stupid ass inflammatory ass video. All you gotta do is not watch that video. All you gotta do, not watch it, because ain't no hell for you to sit into. So you can just not watch that video. You take that same argument. He disrespected my God. Why don't you have that type of respect for yourself? This is one of the things about Christians that I don't understand. Why don't you have that same resolve for yourself? You'll be more mad at somebody disrespecting God than you are somebody disrespecting you based on your sexuality, based on you being a natural born woman, based on you having the natural born parts. You're more upset that this motherfucker disrespecting your God than you are an entire society trying to tell you that this grown ass man is a woman. Why ain't you outraged about that? Why ain't nobody talking about that with that same energy? Because you take it up for a motherfucker you can't see, you ain't never met him or nothing. Sure, he brought you through all this shit you done been through. He brought you through it. He not doing nothing about this. They're continuing to roll over you. And you continuing to clap for it. Getting mad at Lil Nas X. You can call him inflammatory. I mean, I agree. It's some bullshit. It's some crazy ass bullshit that he was on that video. The shoes, crazy. Crazy ass shit he doing in that video. But the anger that I see people having with him over their God is the same anger I should see when people are out here disrespecting black women, and people are out here disrespecting black men, and people are out here disrespecting our children, people are out here disrespecting us as a whole. Disrespecting your blackness as a whole. Now imagine if we all came together with this same vigor, with this same, animosity towards this system that continues to disrespect you. As mad as y'all are at Lil Nas X. What would that look like in society? How much more powerful would we be? We so busy protecting and caring for everybody, even this imaginary friend y'all got. So busy caring and protecting motherfuckers that ain't showed up. We just keep it real. Y'all's cave Jesus ain't showed up. Y'all's cave God ain't showed up. If you decide to make them black Jesus, black God, they ain't showed up either. Motherfuckers ain't showed up for you. You sending people to hell on their behalf. When the fuck we gonna work with and for each other the same way that we do for this bullshit ass religion? When we gonna do that? That's my question to black people. How you feel about Lil Nas X? Fine, whatever. When are we as a people going to be just as mad at motherfuckers disrespecting us every single day? Every single motherfucking day. You had a fucking cave church give a goddamn cave church, cave pastor, cave congregation give a whole goddamn sermon about Lil Nas X. These bitch ass motherfucking cave ass churches have not came out here not once. Not one motherfucking time and stood up for black people, stood up against racism at all. Not once. Well, God didn't say racism was wrong in the Bible, did he? He didn't say anything was wrong with that. Again, if you look at what the Bible says, it's going to be hard pressed for you to be really mad at Christians. They're hypocritical because their Bible said, it says all types of shit, all types of different shit. So you're going to have hypocrisy. But that's the book they follow. They told slaves to treat their masters as they would treat God. So there go your slave mentality. Old Testament though, right? We got to look over that Jesus came, right? And then nowhere in the Bible does it say something's wrong with racism. They don't even cover it. Treating people some type of way based on their skin tone, they had to make quote-unquote laws for that. Man-made laws, which we know the Bible is man-made too. But they don't do anything or say anything about racism in the Bible. This says that homosexuality is basically an abominable sin, but not racism. So this is what give you the understanding of how these cave churches even, this is how they exist. This is why the KKK was able to be a Christian organization. Because the Bible talks about treating your fellow brother and sister, loving your neighbor. I live with a cave motherfucker. Like, well, shit, I live with another cave. My brothers and sisters is all cave, so I'm covered. That's what the Bible said. My neighbor, cave. My brother, sister, cave. So long as I'm loving and honoring my fellow caves, then I'm doing what the Bible said do. White Christians don't even denounce racism. They didn't fight to have their churches integrated. This is another hypocrisy. They didn't fight to have their churches integrated. Because churches typically going to be built in neighborhoods. So whoever live in that neighborhood going to go to that church. Well, they made sure that we couldn't get in their neighborhoods with redlining and all types of other terrorism. So the church is going to be white by default. That's why black churches happen to come along and exist. Now, I wish we wouldn't have built a church based on their cave Jesus, but this is what we did because something's wrong with us, right? We could have built the whole, on some black shit, right? But okay, we built churches in black neighborhoods based on, even still dedicated to cave Jesus. Y'all won't let us come to your caves. We're going to create our own cave Jesus-loving churches in our neighborhoods. We did it for them. They didn't even have to do no work. Like these niggas, you see these niggas, they is crazy as fuck. They got churches dedicated to a cave Jesus over there in black neighborhoods. Don't even got citizens to put black Jesus up in that bitch. There's something wrong with them. We did a number on them. White folk talk like that. We did a number on them. Yeah, they did. This is what the fuck we dealing with out here. Does that bother church folk? Black churches? No. They don't say nothing about that. Church folk don't care nothing about that. And out here trying to dismantle the system of white supremacy, institutional racism. At all. It's anti-black society. They ain't really true. They ain't trying to know about that. They just praying and shit, right? But then here come Lil Nas X. They're going to do more than pray. Right? They don't cast him to hell. We don't keep the same energy. And that's my issue. I mean, we can laugh and joke about this shit. I can laugh at the Bible all day. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Like, the Bible and people who believe in it, they're hilarious to me at this point. Hilarious. Like, sometimes I just look like they serious as fuck. Because, even when I was a Christian, I wasn't one of them ones, like, super strong, like, in your face with it like that. Like, I wasn't one of them ones. Like, there's some motherfuckers out here to be them ones. You just be like, okay. Now, with the mind I got, I imagine that passion being used for something else. What if you use that passion for something else? Something greater? To me, something way more divine than that Christian shit. Telling Lil Nas X, he going to hell. They're out here replacing you. Black woman. Full blown replacing you. And at some point, you're going to have a problem with that. Lil Nas X is trash. But there ain't no hell for y'all to send them to. That just make y'all feel better. Y'all love sending people to hell. I'm probably being sent to hell as this video is rolling. Somebody like, that motherfucker is going to hell. You hear what he said about pussy? Did you hear him say that about pussy and shit? He going to hell. He playing with God. Don't play with God. Like, well, this motherfucker playing with me. Like, I'm keeping the same energy. I thought that's what we did around here, right? Understand this. I wanted to get on here and talk about Christian hypocrisy. Because I see it every day. Whether it's, you know, posts of Bible scriptures or people saying this inspirational shit, or I even shared a video the other day. Did you see? Y'all see this girl? Let me play this shit. This is how crazy Christian motherfuckers be. Watch this. I'm gonna play this shit if I can find it. Look at this shit.
Father God, in the name of Jesus, you told us in your word that bad company corrupts good character.
Do it.
And Father, we don't want to be surrounded around people that don't mean us no good. I pray for this individual right now under the sound of my voice. God, you see their circle. And God, I pray that you remove those people out of their life that's trying to sabotage them. The ones that's trying to pull their peace, joy, and happiness from them. God, the one that's trying to do things to them behind their back, but in their face loving them. God, I pray that you expose the head of the enemy. God, I pray that you handpick those people out of their life that only supposed to be in their life for a season, but it's time overdue for them to leave. God, I pray right now that you touch them in a way that they can see who is real and who's not. God, I thank you right now in Jesus' mighty. Don't worry. What? Let's pray about it.
What? These are people sitting. Like, understand me. This lady is praying for God to expose enemies to one individual. If black folk don't know who their enemy is, ain't no more praying to do for these niggas. There ain't no way to say it. The caves, your enemy. The caves, been your enemy. Like, black folk be praying for enemies and haters to get from around them. The only thing that black people will pray for is for other black people that they deem haters to be out of their life. Y'all notice that? We not ever praying for these cave motherfuckers that's been holding your whole life back, holding your entire being back, your entire essence back, holding you back in every way, privatized prison complex all the way down. You praying for a random hater to be out of your life? This is what you're doing? This is what make prayer so fucking silly. Like, our prayers ain't even directed and geared into nothing that has nothing to do with no real shit. It's all emotionalism. That's what they go off of. Yes, Lord, somebody hating on them, get them out there like, get the fuck up out of the caves. The caves. You think God don't see what the fuck they doing? You can beg him all day. He don't give a fuck. You talking about them being able to see their enemies and like, what the fuck? They talking about other black folk every time. Black folks, stop praying that God reveals your black haters. Stop. I'm not saying you don't got them. I'm saying that your prayer for energy may be used in a better way. Pray to rid yourself of the caves. She said motherfuckers acting like they love them but really don't. Talking shit behind their back. You know who that is? The caves. But I guarantee she praying for somebody black to remove somebody black out their motherfucking life. Because that's all black folk want to do. It's the caves. Smiling in your face. Morning, Shaquana. You know, they do that shit to you. As soon as she get with them white motherfuckers going in. They've been doing that. Their husband might be a judge or something like that. They talking about how much they hate niggas at the house.